Excuse me. As soon as I get ready to start talking, that's when I start getting ready to have my cough fits. So bear with me. Some of you been leaving messages wondering what I thought, what my opinion about what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia yesterday. And I'll be honest with you, if you've been following me for nearly 7 years, you already know what my opinion is, to be perfectly honest with you. You would know that I've warned that these things was going to come to pass. So when I saw it happen as it happened yesterday, it didn't make me angry. It just showed me that as black people, when we warn of things, or straight black males warn of things, you guys better start listening, because this ain't nothing but a repeat of what happened when our parents were growing up, our grandparents and theirs before them. Violence against us. But see, now it is morphed not just as violence against us, but other groups. Now, if you've been listening to the words and actions the last 7 months since Trump been in office, you've been hearing a lot of people keep talking about the neo-Nazis are going after the Jewish community and the gay community and whatnot. But remember, the first ones they was going after was the black community, voting rights. They was going to polls and intimidating people. They was gerrymandering districts and stuff. They was talking about black on black violence. They kept vilifying Chicago. They kept talking about Black Lives Matter, talking about why we protest, all kinds of shit. See, we're the ones they go after first to test the waters. And a lot of these people are now whining now, Johnny come latelys. You was right there with a lot of people saying, why do black people always complain about police brutality? Well, it's a history of it. Why is black people always talking about racism? Because you live it every day. Why is black people yelling about the Ku Klux Klan and neo-Nazis? Because every fucking year they have some type of event somewhere in the city, let them hide behind the freedom of speech. But it's hate speech. But if a black person was to say something about somebody gay, homophobic, Jewish, anti-Semitic, or say something about an immigrant, you're anti-immigrant. When we got legit reasons to be pissed off and point out certain things. Donald Trump tried to make it like many others that the things that happened yesterday in Charlottesville was the equivalent of the civil rights movement, any other movement that we participated in. I don't recall black people walking through white neighborhoods, breaking into white people's homes and pulling them out and killing them. Oh, I know somebody's going to be sitting there and saying, white people don't do that. I need to pick up a history book. There were riots not just in the 60s. There's riots in the 50s. There's riots in the 40s, in the 20s, in the teens, in the early 1900s. Every decade has been some type of riot at some point. See, y'all like to get trapped in the 1960s America. No, cause y'all got video. But even that video you have from there, y'all found a way to dismiss it. Friday night, when they saw them bastards with them Home Depot, Ace Hardware tiki torches marching and saying all that racist shit, that's when the police should have been called up. Reserves should have been called up. The governor should have said, okay, we need to get this under control. When those bastards didn't have no white sheets, no pointy hats, that they tell you like we coming for y'all now. We bold. They've been emboldened. The last people want to say since Trump, no. During the Obama years, they've been emboldened. Even before Obama got in office, they've been emboldened. I guess we forget about Ferguson. I guess we forget about when they was hanging nooses everywhere around the country. Not Ferguson. I mean, Jenner. Excuse me, Jenner. That's what I meant to say. I told y'all when I said if Jordan Zimmerman get away with killing Trayvon Martin, this shit gonna ratchet up. Oh, Harvey, I don't think it's gonna ratchet up. Boom, what happened? Here it is. You have video of people, police officers And John, the John Q. Public killing black folk, and nothing happens to them. And we sit back there as black folk with our hands in our pocket, or we go pray to Jeebus. I praise, and what happened gets worse and worse. That white guy that drove this Dodge Charger into that crowd was 20 years old, or is 20 years old, I should say. 20 years old. Think about it. He's 20 years old. He ain't lived enough life yet to have that kind of anger. He knew he could have harmed or killed somebody yesterday. He didn't give a damn. He had that kind of hatred in him. Tommy Lauren, another one. She's 24 years old. Got that kind of hatred. That is embedded in them. A lot of these motherfuckers don't say shit to you unless they get rolling 10 or 15 deep. Yesterday, if there was black folks like that, police would have been everywhere. The media helped create this and foster this shit. Now they say, uh-oh. Yesterday, 3 white people died. 2 troopers and that white woman died yesterday. It wasn't because of black folk. It wasn't because of Black Lives Matter. It's because this country does not want to talk about racism. These motherfuckers are not true Americans. These are not patriots. Here it is. You guys have sat back and get litmus tests for everybody in this country. Here it is, y'all have tripped on Colin Kaepernick for taking a seat, but you got motherfuckers waving the Confederate flag and the Nazi flag around. So who's more American? Somebody peacefully protests or somebody violently protests? I'm watching the news, these anchors asking these dumbass questions to these people who already don't want to answer it. Well, how could Donald Trump not do this? Y'all act like y'all just heard about Donald Trump racism. Back in the 70s, Trump and his daddy was sued for discriminating against black folk. 1970s, we're now in the 21st century. 40-something years. I remember watching Trump on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. And as a kid, I got a nasty vibe from him. And then one day he said something, I was telling my mother, I said, he don't like black people. And my mother like, how do you know? You don't know him? And I said, I can tell he just don't like black people. And I remember my father telling my mother, he's on point. He's usually on point when he says it. I haven't got to know you, but it's just something you can give off a vibe. It's demeanor, it's tone. It's how you talk about black people. And then 2 years later, the Central Park thing happened, and he went out, took ads, and made you people talk about we need to execute kids, teenage boys. To this day, this man still insists on those men are rapists when they got the actual rapists in jail. DNA evidence. Trump said Bummer need to pull out his birth certificate. We don't know if he's really born here or not. Oh, he didn't go to Harvard. If he went there on affirmative action. The moment Trump announced he was going to run, he's been running on racism. And the very media is now criticizing him, gave him free press, and now you act like you're shocked. Minister Farrakhan, the late Dr. Khalid Muhammad, Leo Muhammad, Jesse Jackson, Sharpton, even though we may have issues with some or not none of them, they all been saying, yo, man, these people are racist. And y'all been throwing them under the bus. There been brothers like myself in the neighborhood like, yo, we got to pay attention. Y'all got to use the tools that we got to push back against these bastards. I told y'all, some of these motherfuckers have joined the United States military. They being trained right now in countermeasures, and y'all too silly not to realize it. Y'all dismissive of it. I'm like, y'all don't realize what y'all doing. Y'all shitting on black men and black women absurd, but y'all don't realize what the fuck y'all doing now. Y'all don't ask us no questions. Y'all don't sit back and think about anything. Y'all just throw us under the bus, treat us like we the enemy. And I'm like, I ain't using none of my training against my own people. Hell, I ain't using it against anybody. A lot of motherfuckers that was geared against, they were not police. They were They were military. They were trained. I would watch how he was moving. I'm like, that's military. Y'all too busy trying to be everybody's goddamn friend. I warned y'all. I said, look, y'all need to pay attention. I said, they got a damn hit list. Every week they got new Negroes a month. They got if you notice, they couldn't get Obama, and they believe me, they wanted to. They going after every brother they can get their hands on. I said, y'all realize what they doing? They trying to villainize the black community. They putting men in drag on covers of magazines saying that we got accepted shit that they want to even accept. Here it is, they questioning Mrs. Obama's loyalty and everything. You got Melania Trump wasn't even born here, but they clapping on top of how beautiful she is and class she is. But she was back in the 90s, every time she was posing, she had her legs spread open. Every day we see hypocrisy. They treating Trump. Trump is acting the way they wanted Obama to act. Hell, even the so-called liberals is like, Barack Obama not acting the way we thought he was going to act. You have white celebrities on Twitter saying all kinds of crazy shit over the years. But yes, they all have come out. All of a sudden, they're like, I just can't believe this. This is crazy. See, yesterday y'all saw it in real time. They saw it. They saw something. See, a lot of them wasn't paying attention. See, I guarantee you, if Obama was in office, half of them made comments because they would dismissed it. But yesterday when they saw because Trump in office, they can see it now. Just like when 9/11, when a lot of them started seeing how these people is being attacked unnecessarily. See, what it is, y'all need to focus on Negroes. That's what y'all need to focus on. See, when we're not the focus or we're not the ones, then you go, wait a minute, my kids going around that. See, we in the black community, a lot of us give y'all the benefit of the doubt. I know that some brothers say they don't. They think all whites are evil. I understand where they come from. And you should too, considering looking at how the media is, how law enforcement is, how the school system is, how the medical system is, how big business is. I know I got neighbors around me that sympathize. I see them with they little flags and shit, trying to be slick. I see them with little Trump things on it. I said, as long as they don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with them. Yesterday, my father was talking. He was nervous that I was going to go out. He said, son, they're going to try you. They know you're a veteran. They're going to try you. I said, I want them to try me. He said, nah. He said, if you stain your hands with them, you're going to go to jail. They're going to make you an example. And I said, yeah. And I said, it's best I keep my ass in the house. I know I ain't going to be too many niggas out in public. See, I ain't afraid of these motherfuckers. See, we keep giving these fuckers power. The reason why the Klan and them have stayed around as long as they here because we've let them stay around. We too busy trying to break bread and try to get in their head and analyze and figure out why they way out. I don't want to do that. These motherfuckers hate us for no reason whatsoever. They think we took something. Ain't taking it away from them. It's big business and politicians that have fucked them over. But they figured one day I might have what they politicians have, so I gotta go along to get along with them. I sat in rooms where I've heard white people talk about these idiots, like them damn banjo playing, tobacco chewing, stupid motherfuckers. We don't give a fuck about them. It's all about business. You'd be surprised at shit I've heard over the years, and I'm pretty sure other brothers and sisters have heard it too. And we try to tell these fuckers like, y'all don't realize y'all being played, y'all being used to be the bullies. Everybody else gonna there be sitting back analyze y'all, criticizing at the same time. No, white power, like this, and I'm like, y'all really don't get it. Them same white men and white women was out there marching Friday and Saturday. Wait till they get a certain age and they get tossed to the side by the younger ones. Wait till they go try to ask one of these elected officials for help and shit. Oh, we can't do this right now. You know, we got to go through this committee and this and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And we in the black community just said, we told you so. And I think that's another reason why white folks like these motherfuckers hate us. Because we usually turn out to be right. We know there ain't no jobs coming back here. Black folks already know. Ain't no job, these manufacturing jobs are coming back to here. When these factories close up or downsize, they doing that to save they pockets. Black folks been used to living off a little or nothing. Because we have no choice. Here it is, white families can be making anywhere from $55,000 to $75,000 a year. Good money. Especially if it's you live in a two-person income, right? That's great money. But if one of y'all lose a job, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Do like everybody else do. Stop living above your means. Get a part-time job like everybody else do. Now, what they do is they want to blame everybody and they vote against their own interests. I told y'all way last year when they said who voted for who, I said give it some time, they're going to blame us. And y'all know it's gradually over the last 7 months they've been blaming us for the voter turnout. The Democrats been talking about we need to go after the white work class voter, and they basically threw us under the bus. And it wasn't black folks that screwed the Democrats over. It was white women. Now them very same white women, along these so-called Pakistanis, what you want to call them, the Hindus, what you want to call them, you got to go out to affirmative action, but these motherfuckers benefited from it. When Peter Lyon killed that brother, the Asian community came out to the black community, fuck you. But where do y'all make y'all money at? Where do y'all been comfortable at in our community? Because on some subconscious level, we know these people, they know they kept saying people of color all over the news. They won't say come out and say black because they don't want us, they don't make us out to be victims. They don't want us to be proven right. But these people made it clear they was attacking black folk. They said people of color. We sitting there, we like, we told y'all. Now they coming after y'all. Now y'all about to get your nigga moments. Ever since Friday, when they showed those images and don't fuck with them tiki torches and shit, they made sure they go get the most feminized black men to speak and the most over emotional black women. Oh, we gotta do this. We gotta pray. We've been warning. No, they won't talk to the alpha male blacks. Cause we gonna sit there and say we told y'all this. We warned y'all 50 years ago. We've been warning y'all for the last 50 years what these fuckers was doing. But y'all don't want to listen to us. Y'all want to make us out to be the bad man. This morning, some Asian dude was on Joy Reid trying to equate Reverend Wright and President Obama to President Trump and these racists. And I'm sitting there enjoying it. Nobody corrected that dude. Reverend Wright was not that spread hate. He was calling this hatred out. But see, they always got to make us the villain of the story. When they talking about Eric Bolton over that Fox sending them pictures of his junk and shit, Lisa Bloom was on that shit to mention Bill Cosby. I see what y'all motherfuckers are doing. See, y'all need to understand this. It wasn't no black dudes doing this shit. And then somebody again, what's his name? What's his name? I forget this some dude brought up about what happened. Some black guy, I think it was on CNN. It was MSNBC, brought up about what happened over in Texas. He said some coward over in Texas. No, who was it? Van Jones. Van Jones, like, over in Texas, you had this coward, this crazy person. But he didn't call the Klan members crazy. He didn't call the neo-Nazis crazy. You call that brother that shot them cops in Texas crazy. Oh, the brother snapped because he kept seeing his people being shot dead. And then one of those police officers in Texas was a white supremacist, but the media went to sleep on that one. See, the media, they don't want to come. And you notice they ain't coming. They not interviewing nobody in the major cities. Come down, boy. You wait till I do the videos. I want to start messing with me. Go lay down, boy. We warned y'all. And y'all sat back and y'all been so dismissive of us. When black folks saying Black Lives Matter, hands up, y'all got mad. How dare y'all say that Black Lives Matter? Hold on, boy. Y'all have to excuse my dog and his little fits right now. Sorry about that. No, but people vilifying Black Lives Matter, the Black Panther Party, new and old, and y'all bought into it. And the people you should have been watching was those neo-Nazis in Ku Klux Klan. Now, when the Klan joined forces with the Nazis, they telling you they don't believe in American values, because wasn't the Nazis the enemy of America 70-something years ago? Didn't they kill American soldiers? So any person that's sitting there saying, I want to be a part of the Nazis, you're a traitor. And wasn't the Ku Klux Klan going to kill innocent black people? Destroying, burning black communities down, lying on black people? So that's a section of America that you've allowed to speak. People say freedom of speech. No, that's hate speech. Y'all have attacked people for just saying they don't agree with something and call them anti this, anti that. If I say I don't agree with homosexuality, but then y'all attack me being homophobic, but never let me explain. That's why I told you sometimes y'all need to step back and just listen. Just because somebody don't like something or agree with something don't mean they're the equivalent of white supremacists. No. Y'all want to dictate to black folk how we should communicate. When black folks come out and protest, police are lined up, tanks, all kinds of shit lined up already. But these white folks had torches. These motherfuckers talking about killing us. And y'all, there's freedom of speech. Yesterday, them motherfuckers thumped. That was the first time in a long time. See, these youngsters are bold now. Now, there are probably people my age and older up in there. But the youngsters, they're in bold. Them motherfuckers 18, 19, 20, between 26, they like, fuck this. Some of them got their ass whooped, some whoop other people's ass. That's just the way it is. But we've been warning y'all for years that this is coming. And y'all would just dismiss us. Y'all don't even come into our community and even talk to the black community. Y'all talk at us. Yesterday, everybody I saw basic interview was either they was white or a black female. They wouldn't dare go to a brother and say, hey, how do you feel? See, some brothers out here, we ready to say, okay, y'all want to throw down? Okay. This is why I get frustrated. These youngsters be out in the corner selling that poison and shooting each other. Y'all don't realize y'all been used against your own people, and they know it. This is why they trying to reverse laws to let people who get caught with drugs and heroin go get medical help instead of sitting in jail. Because there's more of them on that shit now than anything. Because now they got to come into the communities and buy from you. So they trying to make sure they criminalize you. They don't want black men going into the schools talking to the kids. They don't want us in our households. See, they want to leave you wide open for those hate mongers. I remember one night I sat and watched Fox News one night, and I wanted to throw shit at the TV. I wanted to hit the TV. I wanted to shoot the TV. But I had to force myself. I said, these white folks actually buying this shit. And let me say something to those white men and white women who do come to our channels. Every black person is not a fucking liberal. A lot of us can't stand the Democrats. But their policies are more tolerable than y'all's. Y'all don't even talk to us. But see, y'all embrace full white supremacy. And yesterday, people saw it and they couldn't sanitize it. I mean, I'm watching some people on CNN, MSNBC, and Fox trying to dance around it. No. And then Donald Trump wouldn't even say domestic terrorism. Hell, Comey, the one that got fired, he didn't want to say terrorism. Don't forget what he did. But let that be somebody foreign or you believe it be foreign. Terrorism. One day somebody asked me out, just said, how do you feel about 9/11? I'm like, really? Y'all think that black folks got a different perspective on everything in the world. But we don't. We see the world as it truly is. 9/11 didn't shock black folk the way y'all think it shocked us. It shocked y'all because y'all wasn't used to be on the receiving end of being bullied or being scared. 9/11 made white folks paranoid all around the globe. Y'all paranoid. But guess what? Black folks don't get caught up in that shit because we had to work right along with y'all. We had to interact with y'all. We told y'all that y'all too busy watching us. We ain't your enemies. Black folks ain't never been your enemy. If you think about all the countries that have gone to war with the United States, it ain't been no African country. Y'all have gone into black countries and y'all have disrupted. Y'all have taken out their leadership. Y'all giving weapons to these people. Y'all have caused all kinds of destruction. But see, that shit's coming back on y'all. Right now, Donald Trump talking shit about Korea. I advise y'all that they might want to back the fuck off on that one. Because everybody that claims to be American allies are going to use if America and Korea go at it. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a problem. Then all our so-called allies are going to pounce. Y'all shocked that Trump wouldn't call out white supremacy. The man praises Putin. If any other president had done that, y'all would yell traitor. See, y'all for 8 years, y'all got tired of seeing that black man and his black wife and his black girls and the other family members walk across that White House line. Trump only been in office 7 months, and you think he's been in office for the last 4 years. Mike Pence quietly waiting on the sidelines because Trump gonna fuck up so bad he gonna get impeached or he gonna walk away from it. Then you're gonna really have problems. You're gonna have Pence and Ryan in that White House. Oh yeah, Paul Ryan stuff. So a lot of people don't realize he's the third in line to be president. Second in line to be vice president. How you want to look at it. We saw this coming. We warned y'all, and y'all didn't listen. And for my brothers and sisters down there protesting with them white folk, y'all should stay away from that shit. Let them white folks protest them neo-Nazis and them Klan members, because for years we've been protesting. Y'all think, oh, I'm going to go there and protest with white folk now. You won't see Harvey doing it. Because that's their job to push back against that white supremacy now. Because we've been saying it for hundreds of years that, yo, man, y'all didn't listen to us. If motherfuckers took out King, and King was talking about non-violent, ain't nothing you gonna say that's gonna change their mind. Malcolm X warned. He said, you can't be rational with these people. We vilified other blacks over the last 30 or 40 years because of media, and now they coming back to bite them on the ass. And a lot of them last night, well, Donald Trump just said, wait a minute, y'all gave that man free press for years. Donald Trump said all kinds of shit for years. And when brothers and sisters like me was talking about it on social media, our channels got flagged. We got bombarded with negative messages. We got threatened. And I said, and I told you, I said, I'm right. I'm not gonna back up what I'm talking about. I gotta just go pull up the video. I gotta just go to your libraries and go to the archives. This is why I told y'all the most powerful thing you can do as a human being is step back and to observe. Not be passive observers, but observe. You sit back and listen, and you make notes. You're like, why did he say that? Why did she do that? Megyn Kelly and them every day on Fox News was ginning up a portion of this country. White men and white women who live in a certain part of the country where barely no blacks, they interact with blacks. Y'all think black folks are y'all enemy. You think that we took something from y'all. Black folk ain't taking nothing. These government programs y'all think that black folks are living off of, barely get them. Some of y'all need to make extra trips to your welfare office. You'd be surprised you see up in there. They want to push abortion on us. They want to put these high birth rates on us. They want to put all this negative shit on black folk, and we don't push back against it. And then when it starts to, when other parts of the country start to feel it, well, it started with the black community. They tried to say that the stock market and the housing crisis was because of black folk. Wait a minute. If you a black person in a predominantly black neighborhood, how the fuck did it affect somebody living in a predominantly white neighborhood? Tell me. Your bills and their bills, they don't interact. So how the fuck? But people blamed it on us. The car companies, they blame it on, well, you know, black folks don't buy as many cars as white. Who told y'all that? Every time they want to blame something in this country, they blame it on us. Now whites and say, well, you just can't blame it on the niggas. Because we got to worry about the others. Now they're going after the gays and the Jewish community. Y'all thought y'all was safe, didn't you? Some of y'all went and said y'all going to become Republicans. I wonder how them Jewish men and women work at Fox feel about those white supremacists and calling them out and calling them kikes and all them dirty names and all that stuff. Praising Hitler. How they feel? Now they'll be okay. Alan Dershowitz was throwing black folks under the bus last week, saying that black folks in Washington, D.C. would be fair to a white person. Or if Trump was to get something's going to happen with Trump, he would never get a fair trial. That was what the Jewish lawyer Alan Dershowitz said. He supposed to have been a friend of black folks. So when they get a certain age, their true colors come out. But people like myself been for years been like, yo, hey, you might want to step back. You know, ain't nobody talking about Farrakhan right now. If they put a microphone on Farrakhan said, didn't I tell y'all this is going to come to pass? In the black community, we've thrown out leadership. Don't get me wrong, sometimes our leadership needs to step back. But there's some brothers that been on point more than others. Farrakhan been the most consistent. He's warned. Dr. Khalid Muhammad, he warned people. My little YouTube channel don't get a whole bunch of hits, but I told you, this is gonna happen. You don't know what you're talking about. You know everything, Harvey. I don't know everything, but I do know patterns. Yesterday, it didn't shock me. Matter of fact, I kind of smirked at it. I'm like, this is bound to happen. They got emboldened. See, they figured Donald Trump, Jeff Sessions, Banyan, and the rest of them ain't nothing gonna happen to them. They know when they start going after black folks and stuff, making these videos. I mean, you know, all these hate videos on YouTube. Now, YouTube talk about they go after certain videos. Yesterday, I saw so many videos when white supremacists popping up. I'm like, I know they see this shit. All of a sudden, sponsors are worried about the content on YouTube. Nah, that's to shut us up because they don't want black folks holding up a camera or a mirror saying, see, look what y'all doing. We told y'all this was going to happen. See, if we were smart, we would sit back and just start laugh and get some popcorn and say, why don't y'all come out and fuck with us? Why don't you lay your hands on us? Because I'm going to tell you something. I know me and some brothers, I know we ain't going to try to break bread with you motherfuckers. You don't like me, I don't like you. You stay on your side, I stay on my side. You do your thing, I do my thing. As long as I ain't hurting you, you ain't hurting me. We good to go. See, if people just live like that, if you don't like me, fine. I'm not trying to make you my friend. Now, if you want to be my friend, then cool. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm watching your ass because I don't trust you. Because y'all sit back here, y'all cause more destruction and pain than any other group on the planet, and then wonder why everybody looking at y'all like the villain of the story. A 20-year-old man drove his car to a crowd of people who were just marching peacefully. And the ironic thing, he didn't kill no black person. He killed a white woman, and 2 state troopers was going to give support. The helicopter crashed. So 3 people died because of that white dude, because of neo-Nazis and Ku Klux Klan members. It wasn't black people that killed them. You had white people celebrating George Zimmer, George Zimmer, unmarried white. You had this cop in Chicago that should have been in jail, killed that kid, shot him 16 times, and he trying to fight, do everything in his power to get shit tossed out. He should be up under the jail. Rakia Boyd was shot walking home because a cop thought he was Sledgehammer or Hunter or whatever 80s cop show that the cops was firing guns from. A Lethal Weapon movie. He gets slapped on the wrist. He was able to retire and he got his full benefits. We told y'all about Commander John Burge that was torturing black men in Chicago for years. He gets a slap on the wrist. These motherfuckers do the most heinous crimes on the planet, and they always got a loophole. But a brother or sister get accused of something they didn't do, no proof, no nothing. 30, 40, life or executed. But see, these other communities starting to feel it now. And I'm watching them on how these talking heads about, well, they're going after the gay community, Jewish community, community of color. No. You notice they say of color. That's a way of dismissing what they've said. These motherfuckers said niggas. They said black. They going after black folk, and before they went after anybody else, they went after us. I told y'all, black folks was going to be the villains of the story after a while. I warned y'all, I said, they're going to make it somehow. We did it. It wasn't black women and black men out there the day after inauguration. It was a bunch of white women and some silly ass black women marching about women's and all that shit. And I'm like, yeah, y'all ain't marching, but a lot of them same women out there marching voted for Trump. And I want that copper muncher used to be on Roland Martin, used to do every now and then. Angela People saying, white women, you did this. And I was watching Michael Moore the other day on the View said it, but he dropped the number. I said, keep dropping that number down. That number was 60%, then it became 55%, then it became 54%. Now it's 50%, in some places 45%. When they poisoning people over there in Michigan, their water, and nobody gave it down. Long as shit is affecting black folk, y'all got a hee hee ha ha, y'all got a hard on, y'all wet between the legs. Shit starting to affect y'all. We gotta come together. We gotta do something about Trump. No, y'all had to do something about Trump. Y'all had to do something about white supremacy and them, because when it was kicking us in the ass, y'all didn't say nothing. For nearly 500 years, black folks have been fighting. No, black Americans. Let's call it. Let's keep it fucking real. And those brothers and sisters that have come to America who joined the fight, you had to come to America because y'all ain't doing it in y'all homeland. Let's stop romanticizing everybody else outside the United States. Black Americans have taken it on the chin for everybody. For everybody. Oh, y'all didn't expect me to say that shit. Oh, no, let's keep it fucking real, folks. I want y'all to look at this. Look at this. I want you to look at this. Seville mayor calls out Trump. Well, what happened here in Charlottesville was inevitable. Neo-Nazi website praises Trump's Charlottesville reaction. He loves us all. Lindsey Graham, Trump must tell white supremacy he's not their friend. Charlottesville suspect attended rally with white supremacist photo show. Fox News host compares Charlottesville white supremacist to Black Lives Matter. Really? Whoa. Then they said, I want her death to be a rally cry. Really? So white woman died? Y'all try to do that with that white chick out of Minnesota. That fell flat. Don't try that now. I know some black folks say, you gotta be a white face. No, it don't. Any face of hatred and brutality should be put up, should be just be angry. You should have anger. You should be sympathetic, but don't try to make white women out to be the victims of the story when they stood right next to their white boyfriends, their husbands, encouraged their sons and their daughters to go out and do this shit. I'm not saying this woman was like that. My condolences go out to her friends and family. But she ain't the first victim of white supremacy. But that brother was going to graduate, was in the military, got stabbed. They said no hate, no hate. Never hear them charge no hate, no charges of hate, hate speech. Well, not hate speech. Y'all know what I'm talking about against against that white dude. That white dude came to New York and stabbed that old black man, homeless black man. They ain't gonna charge it. Nah, see, y'all can get away with that. We don't have any evidence. You know when they said they hate black folk. I want how much more you can get. Evidence you need. But no, no. It's sad that she died, but nah, don't do that. King of Insults holds his fire on neo-Nazis. I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm going to go see this Fox News host, which host compared, because I'm going to put them on black. I'm just going to leave the link to the article, but I read it, and it was basically Fox News, Sunday News compared what happened in Charlottesville to Black Lives Matter and stuff, trying to say that the Black Lives Matter is just as dangerous as neo-Nazis. And see, that's the thing they always do with any group of black folk that speak out against racism or mistreatment. They try to find an equivalent. It's no equivalent. It's no black group that's equivalent to the Nazis or the Ku Klux Klan. It's none whatsoever. It's none. I mean, don't get me wrong. We got issues within the black community, but usually our issues come from others butting into our community. People manipulating our people. Yesterday, it was not a black man driving a car into a crowd of innocent people. It wasn't a gay man or woman. It wasn't a Hispanic person out there with pepper spray. It was white people doing it, male and female. and they feel emboldened by the last 8 years of police officers and Joan and John Q. Public, white celebrities like Trump and them saying what they're going to say and do what they're going to do. And that's why Trump would not answer them when they asked him about white nationalists and hate and all that. He kept walking. Because Trump feels the same way. And those of you in the media or those watching TV act like y'all didn't pick up on this years ago, y'all can't be that naive. As I said before, I figured out Donald Trump was anti-black way back in the 80s. Man, and thank God that my parents didn't dismiss when I was picking up on certain things. Cause usually it turned out that I was right. And the only reason why Donald Trump ran for president because he got pissed off at seeing Obama walk across the White House lawn, and Obama got him back at that White House correspondent dinner. And that's where he decided he was going to run. Trump don't want to be president. Trump is an idiot. Trump sits back and he talks and says all kinds of things that anybody comes to know that you shouldn't be saying or doing. But those of you who are simple-minded, y'all love when Caucasian people talk like that. Y'all love that kind of that in-your-face brashness. This is why we got a bullseye on us, and a lot of people don't realize it. See, some of y'all need to get outside of y'all neighborhoods and understand how this world works. Y'all think it revolves around you. It don't. I'm not gonna lie, there's times I wish that I was wrong when it comes down to my observations. But I'm not. I know damn well what Trump and company is doing. What they trying to do is get y'all to focus on non-essential things. What they trying to get y'all to do is keep your eyes off the shit they doing wrong and focus on every other little thing. David Duke came out. He had to be in front of the camera. He told the world, "We voted you in, Trump." And Trump didn't push back against because he know they voted him in. He know they went out there, they stoked the flames. He know the last 8 years they've been gerrymandered, they've been realigning districts and stuff to fit them. They've been going after voter rights and stuff. They ain't got laws where if you drive a car, you protect it if you drive into a protesting crowd. Yeah. But when that shit was going across the seas, driving trucks and buses and crowds, they was yelling terrorism, terrorism. Over here in the United States, they yell terrorism. But over in the United States, these states are trying to make these laws where they can get away with just doing whatever the hell they want to do to protesters. Boy, I tell you something. All this shit that we've been warning y'all for years is coming true. And I hope any of these younger black brothers and sisters out here listen to not just my voice, but others in our community tell us that we got to stick together. Because they coming for y'all. Y'all going to be the first ones they going to go after. Them brothers and sisters out here, they think they can buck the system or think they know more and don't need no help. They'll be the first ones to fall. First ones to fall. I ain't gonna lie to you, these days I wish I was wrong when it come down to things like this. I know there gonna be people I ain't gonna be dismissive of it. I know there gonna be people outside of the black community who gonna dismiss it altogether. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's certain people out here who don't want to get it. And they know they're being lied to, and they still want to blame it on us. And I'm telling y'all, those black protesters constantly been out Friday night and Saturday. You know, they never got out of hand like that kind of black protesters would have been pushed back. Saw this shit coming a long time ago. Y'all didn't want to listen. And those of you who have listened, you guys know what we got to do. We got to keep pushing. We got to keep doing right by ourselves and our families. Because those brothers and sisters that don't want to hear it, don't want to see it, they're going to be out there, going to be victims of it. These other groups, let them hold, like I hear people saying that, use that term, hold their own dick. Let them hold their own dick. Let them hold their own dicks. Because I told y'all they was gonna flip everything around on us, and as long as they was coming after us and making fun of us, attacking us, y'all was cool with it. Now they coming after everybody else. Now they talking about we gotta do something. Okay.